Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here in the charts. This is the Crypto Flight on the Market Beast, speaking to you live here. We're going to take a look at the Cardano chart, USD and the USD pairing. Towards the end, we're going to look at the ADA and the ETH pairing as a special request. So stick around for that. I'm going to give you one important level that the market should stay above at least over the next week. I'm going to make a prediction and say. So, yeah, we'll get into the details. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new, we only explore price action, okay? Thanks for joining us. Let's dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's July the 5th, 2021, and the current price of ADA and USD. We're taking a look at the Bitfinex chart. It's $1.40, slightly negative, approximately 3.7% for the day. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. ASMR Interesting Analysis. Here's the chart. Okay, so on the last video, we had this ascending channel as the market was within this channel between like February the 15th, 2021, just kind of bouncing up and down. Had a really vicious move up and a just as vicious move to the downside. But notice how the $1.31 level is actually holding pretty good. I say it's holding pretty good because we're taking a look at the weekly candles, and if you notice this very large wick that we explained on one of our previous videos, June the 21st, as the buyer stepped in just before that close and closed the price just above that $1.31 level. Some of you ask, why is the $1.31 level so significant? Well, first and foremost, I'm not sure if it's actually significant or not, but the way that I look at price action is pretty simple. We look for higher highs and higher lows to verify an uptrend. If you notice on the weekly candles here, you focus on the candles bodies. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's zoom in. If you notice the candles bodies on the previous level of resistance had a very beautiful rejection at that level before actually breaking through on these clustered candles right here. And when the market actually decided to break through that level of resistance, it actually came back very viciously here. If you see that, went up to like $2.38 and came back down, and so far it's holding support at the previous level of resistance. So that's the reason why the $1.31 level is kind of the only level, well, one of the levels that we pointed out here. I'm going to explain the $1 in a second, but hopefully we're all clear for the this week leading until the weekend. I don't think that this market will have a breach below the $1.31 level. Obviously, the market is slightly down, and that should be bullish news for the long-term investors. If you are long-term investing, I don't see why it would be an issue for you to take a closer look at this level where the market is now to, entertain some activity in your portfolio. I got to be careful with my words out. I can't tell you to buy. The reason that I say that is because in a healthy uptrending market, okay, what you want to look for is higher highs and higher lows, which we just explained. And if the market is appearing to find some support at the previous level of resistance, this should be a simple preparation for the market to move higher eventually. Unfortunately, I don't have any overhead targets at the moment, other than because you notice it's like an ascending line here, so it's kind of hard for me to give you a target. I guess I'll give you like the next 2 weeks target, this green line here. And again, we look for support. And the reason I'm pointing that green line out is because it acted as support as the market was confined within this ascending channel, right? When you break below support, it becomes resistance. Potentially, that's what could take place here in the next 2 weeks, or we should give it a little bit more time. That level is going to be at about $1.71, and it moving on over to the next day. It goes up in increments of like $3 to $4. $1.71 up to like $1.75 over the next 2 weeks. That would be the potential target over the price there as a potential. I'm not sure. I don't want to say resistance, guys. Let's let the market play out so you have those levels, and I'll explain what this $1 means. Cardano is looking really good. I say that because it still has not made a lower low, because for a downtrend you need lower lows, and these little arches here represent higher lows here, right? If you see it here, April the 19th, the low was at 91 cents. This little arch here was at 98 cents. And of course, this arch here was labeled at $1. So it's only making higher lows so far. So to me, Cardano looks really good, okay? The only level that we should leave this video understanding is $1.31 as a very critical level that the buyers may step in if the market gets as low as that level. I don't think it's going to happen this week. Let's see what happens next week, okay? So ending the video out, and let's take a look at, I actually plotted out a pretty interesting chart for Cardano and the Ethereum pairing. So back on out to see if we can see everything. Same thing, weekly candles. I actually found a very large consolidation range. By the way, the Cardano and Ethereum pairing actually looks pretty good to me. I mean, if anything changes over the next 6 months, but so far structurally, looks like we have a very large range of consolidation. You guys know we find that very large consolidation range, which is going to be, we're looking at sats here, guys. Long numbers, 0.00019183 for the lower level of potential support. Can it break down? I'm open to any volatility. You should be as well. And the top level is going to be 0.00099073 as the potential, well, not potential, that's the level that the, let's say like a weekly or a monthly candle needs to break above in order to have an official breakout of this very large consolidation range for the Cardano and Ethereum pairing. So far it's been consolidating for 1,316 days, and we're just waiting for a breakout here. I say we, but we're not invested. It's just a simple special request that we're going over. And one last thing is I looked at the RSI. I think this is pretty cool, kind of an educational piece. Notice how the consolidation phase for the RSI, this looks pretty interesting. The reason that I'm saying that the market actually may break out soon is because I'm noticing some extreme points in the RSI, kind of this little inverted arch, not inverted, this is actually an arch. Okay, the little red areas, it represents the RSI continuing to just kind of break out, right? It's just trying to break out of this consolidative phase in the RSI. Believe it or not, yes, you can find consolidation phases in the RSI as well. Please ignore any noise in the background. Long guys are here. And if the market continues to break out above this, out of this green consolidative phase, then it's getting ready to really have a very aggressive move to the upside. But right now it appears that the market is still within the consolidative phase, just below this green line here. I guess I'll give you that line if you guys are following this very closely. It's at about $58.86 on the RSI here. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, you can do this on like any RSI, by the way, not just Cardano and the Ethereum pairing. So that's all I have for this Cardano and USD and Cardano and Ethereum pairing. Hopefully you guys learned something and enjoyed that. So yeah, so leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment so that the YouTube algorithm can promote this video out to the investors. If you're new, we also covered the traditional stocks. If you're into that, kindly join us here on this interesting journey. We'll send you that when it's available. Thanks for your patience with the noise in the background. We'll go ahead and cut it out here. Execute your strategies. Always be kind to each other, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.